Is Realtor.com purposely lying about the housing numbers for clicks? Well, if not, they're probably doing a disservice to people because what I just found might actually shock you. I'm Jeremy Knight, your favorite Austin realtor. Now, I primarily talk about Austin real estate news and real estate related data. Now, I've been tracking the housing market really since 2019 on this channel, and I've always found that there's a big disconnect between like realtor.com and other people, Redfin and all these people, and the data that comes directly from the MLS. Now, I have data directly from the MLS, and I want to show you something that might actually alarm you of how data is being portrayed about cities like Austin. And I'm curious, is this just not Austin? Are they doing this to other cities as well, misrepresenting the data? And here, let me show you what I mean. So here's an article that Realtor.com, to be very clear, it's Realtor.com, not Redfin. Realtor.com just put out the 5 metros where home prices are falling the fastest. Okay, and so in this article, you'll see here, it says high interest rates and broader economic headwinds made 2025 a difficult year for the real estate market, and prices took a tumble. And so it's right here, if you read this, regionally prices fell. Prices fell. And so I want to come here and look at the Austin specific, because one thing I always have an issue with is when the numbers come out about Austin, it's 5 counties that they actually talk about. And it's not just realtor.com, it's everyone, right? So it's Round Rock, Austin, and San Marcos. So it's 5 counties. It's Bastrop, Caldwell, Travis, Hayes, and Williamson County. So it's 5 counties. So it's a pretty large area. But if you read this, it says of the 50 largest metros, Austin, Round Rock, San Marcos saw the biggest price drop in the last 12 months, with the median home price falling 7.3%. Now, I found that rather particular because every data metric I've pulled from the MLS, now the Austin Board of Realtors puts out their data every single month. There's no way that it was 7.3%. And this bugged me, 7.3%. Let me show you the actual numbers here. So here's the Austin housing numbers for the last 2 years. In fact, I downloaded the data and put it into a calculator to find out what the actual difference was. And I'll show you that in a second. So if you look at January of beginning of this year, Austin was at the January numbers. Austin closed at 410,000, but ended the year at 432,000. So from January to December, that was a positive gain. Am I wrong or am I right? I'm right. Okay. But if we look at last year, from January to now, we do see that even from January of last year till now, Austin's positive. Now, I'm not refuting that the Austin numbers are down, because if you look, December of 2024, prices ended at 449,000, in 2025, 432,000. In fact, on this chart right here, it actually tells me that those numbers equal a negative December over December of 3.8%. So yes, Austin is down, but curious, where's the 7.8% or 7.3% number come into play? So I actually ran the numbers inside ChatGPT here and through their calculator, and I found that if you go do the average or the median, from year over year, Austin's really only down 1.91% from median from year over year. Now, I'm not saying that that's good. I'm just letting you know that, yes, it is down, but that's a far cry from 7.3%. So I went and I started looking at the December monthly housing market numbers from realtor.com. Okay. So this is their reporting, and they go through all the reporting, all the regions, inventory, everything. And so you get down here to the December 2025 housing overview of the 50 largest metros. And so you see active list price count year over year. Austin is up 13% roughly. New listing count year over year is down 0.01%, with a median list price of $462,000. Median list price. Okay. So then I go over here and I look at median list price year over year is down 7.3%. They're going off of list price when they give you this information, but let's go back and read the headline. Biggest price drop. Now, let me explain something. There is a huge difference between list price and sold price. If you go anywhere, buying a car, wherever, they have the listed price and then the sold price. So you're selling consumers that prices are down 7.8%. So if I'm a consumer, I can go get 7.8% off of a home, is what they're assuming. In reality, every market's different. And this is the tough thing about having 5 counties covering the Austin area, right? Is that, one county might have way more inventory. In fact, the biggest problem in Austin is that we've had so much growth that's why prices have come down. In fact, they're quite more affordable than they were from the pandemic. So again, we're talking sold price. They are making it sound as if this is the actual sold price right here, right? 50 top metros, Austin saw the biggest price drop. They didn't say list price drop. That's conveniently left out. And what is the reason for that? You tell me, what is the reason that they would conveniently leave that out? I'm going to tell you why. Number one, Texas is a non-disclosure state, which means that we don't disclose sales prices for specific homes. So for realtor.com, Redfin, and many of these places, it's hard to get actual credible data on what sold prices are because it's a non-disclosure state. So they're telling you that they're going off list price. I mean, look, they are going off median list price to get this number. But that's not the same as sold price. And so I think it's doing a huge disservice. And so you tell me, is that lying to the public or is that misleading the public? You tell me, because to me, it looks like they're doing it for clicks. I don't know. I don't know the reason why they're doing that, but you tell me in the comment section, is this highly concerning that they would mislead the public in such a way? Because obviously they are misleading the public. All right, I'm Jeremy Knight, your favorite Austin realtor. You tell me in the comment section. And if you are looking to buy or sell in the Austin area and you're looking for a great team of agents to actually help you, our information is, in fact, you can schedule an appointment in the links in the bios and all that fun stuff. There's links for us. So you tell me, is it deceptive? Does it make Austin look bad? What other markets are they wrong about? You tell me in the comment section. Thanks.